Hi everybody, welcome to this fabulous full mark student answer for the 10 mark education from paper 1 2018. I will be sharing with you the answer from Kate, my wonderful A-star sociology student, but more importantly you'll get the examiner comments from the exam report, and if you do not know what this is, it is mega valuable piece of information. As always, thank you for watching this video, keep liking and subscribing, and most importantly keep commenting. I reply to everything. So here is the question and item that I will be discussing from paper 1 full A level 2018, question 3, 10 mark. And as you can see from the item and the question, it is from the theory of education topic. In particular, Marxist theory. The big clue is the word capitalism that gives that away. Here is the mark scheme, so you can see exactly what the examiner was looking for to get into the top band. Top band answers should have good knowledge and understanding, and this can be demonstrated using sociologist keywords and concepts and examples to illustrate the way. Both will be developed from hooks in the item with appropriate analysis or evaluation of these two ways. If you give a basic hook, you explain it, give a comment, that will be basic analysis, but what better answers will have is a developed and sophisticated analysis. So let's explore the item and what you should be looking for. So the first sentence is the waffle or preamble. Some items will have it, some items won't. In this question, this is useful because you can then use it to apply to the capitalism part. The next sentence is the first hook. Capitalism continues to exist because each generation of workers is forced to undertake low-paid, alienating work to survive, and this should lead you to think, oh okay, school's job is to produce working class workers or reproduce a workforce. The correspondence principle would be one idea that you could use to illustrate this point. Another hook, this time it links to the ideological or brainwashing function, depends on the proletariat not seeking to overthrow this unequal system. So how does education do this? You could use the idea of meritocracy and attributing failure to the working class as being personal failure and not a failure of capitalism. That could illustrate that point there. Here is the exciting bit, the examiner report. This is something that you should be using. They give you insights into exam questions. All exam papers will have one, and I will put the link to this paper's examiner report in the comments below. The majority of students were able to identify one or two hooks from the item and were able to link at least one of these to the two ways of reproduction and legitimation of class inequality. Your best answers develop the hook and utilise relevant concepts. Successful responses drew on the work on Althusser and Bowles and Gintest and was able to evaluate them. However, many students struggled to get into the top band. Even though the knowledge of Marxist theory was really good, they often got the hooks and the ways confused. For example, identifying the reproductive hook and then talking about the ideological function. But what is really important, the majority of students did recognise that they had to use the hook from the item, and very few students didn't do this. So let's have a look at my super duper answer from my A-star student Kate. So really nice chunky paragraph. She starts off by clearly identifying the item and she quotes that there. And what she then does is uses Marxist, Bowles and Gintest and concepts such as the correspondence principle to illustrate this point. She uses quite a few examples throughout to explain what the correspondence principle is. So for example, there is a hierarchy within school. And then she talks about another example of the correspondence principle through punctuality and attendance. So she's backed it up with two examples. And then she talks about how this meets the needs of capitalism, ending with clear evaluation at the bottom, using that postmodernist who argue in this post-Fordist economy, there's no need for these passive workers that are being developed in these alienating jobs. So really nicely structured, clear point, example to illustrate, applied from education and applied to the link in the question, and then ending with the evaluation at the bottom. Kate's second paragraph follows a similar structure. She's got a nice chunky paragraph. She starts off with the item at the top. This time she's identified the second hook, which is not seeking to overthrow the bourgeoisie. She applies Althusser to illustrate. We've got a concept here as well. And she explains what that is, and then she starts to apply it to the education system and how education reproduces these ideologies, which then is performing this brainwashing function. She's applied the example of the meritocratic tests, which makes the students believe that everybody has the ability and the opportunity to succeed through trying hard, but they are tricked into believing this, and instead it is not fair. Meritocracy is a myth. And then we have got a relevant evaluation point from Davis and Moore, who believe that inequality is not only inevitable, but it is required to find the most capable people for the most important jobs. So really two nice chunky paragraphs, which then are following a clear structure, clear point or hook from the item, example to illustrate, and examples from education to back that up, clearly applied to the question, and ending with two clear evaluations which are relevant rather than bolted on. So to summarise, what should an A-star 10 out of 10 answer look like? You've got your item hook, you've got the knowledge about the hook through keyword studies and theories, you've got the application, the LBTQ. Do you use the wording of the question to show that you are answering it? And ending with AO3 analysis or evaluation. There is no hard and fast rules about how to structure this paragraph, whether your item hook should come first, at the start, the middle or the end of the paragraph. As long as they are there and you have developed your knowledge from it, then it will be credited. So this tutorial has shown you how you can apply material from the item to answer a 10 marker. If you have enjoyed it, or more importantly, you feel that you have benefited from this tutorial, please comment below your appreciation. Click the like button, the bell to get notifications. All the tutorials with 10 mark items are available for family, education and beliefs. I will pop them in the links below, and don't forget to check out the examiner report also. Have yourself a great day, and I shall see you again soon. Bye.